I mean, here's what I hear, and I attend thousands of business meetings with companies large and small around the globe every year. And here's what, oh, you were $10 over on that line item last month. Who cares? Really? Who cares? And no one talking about winning. In this meeting, when we've made the right decisions, we've been incredibly effective, what did we do? When we come out of this and we're all aligned, how did we achieve that? When we have blown our customers away next month with this new product launch, what are the things they're saying and how do we make sure that that happens? Those are the kinds of questions that you want to be asking. Getting people's brain engaged in the win so that it fills in the blanks with innovative ideas on how to get there. I'll give you the story of Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister was the first man to break the 4-minute mile. And everyone told Roger Bannister, it cannot be done. It is not physically possible. Your heart will explode, you silly man, stop. It cannot be done? Stop. And Roger said, you know what, physiologically impossible or not, I can see myself doing it. I am crystal clear on winning. And they said, but Roger, no one can even pace against you in the race because you're running so fast that no one can pace. How are you going to know if you've broken the 4-minute mile? Oh, yeah. I know. We'll get 4 guys to run a 1/4 mile each. They can pace in a 1/4 mile. That was unheard of. Today it's common. If you can get clear on the win in your brain, it will fill in a lot of the blanks on how to get there. But it requires a little space to do that. 30 seconds, 1 minute. But who wants to play to lose? I mean, I think that's the biggest misnomer in today's world is we're all working so hard, stretched too thin, doing too much with too few resources. And really, we could do a lot more with a lot less if we use the very tool that we carry around with us. And simple techniques to visit it, to prompt it, what I call neuro prompts that help our brain in a matter of an instant to think a little differently, to pause and consider a new possibility, because then, boy, it gets really busy. The latest studies on neurophysical research show that while we're sleeping, our brain is as active as while we're awake. So imagine if we prompted it during the day with some cool questions, what we'd come up with when we woke up in the morning. It's working all the time, and yet we're not taking advantage of that power. Simple techniques, simple neuro prompts, questions, points to ponder. I do a lot of things with my clients, like send an email once a week, every week, because that email, even if they don't open it, they see it, and it forces them for an instant to think differently. Oh, here she is nagging me again. She wants me to, whatever it is. And it's those simple kinds of things that pause us in our regular routines and our running, that get our brain to work a little differently. Innovation requires us to think differently. We don't naturally do that. We are not structured to do that. We have to prompt our brain to enable that thinking differently.